Well, that wasn't in the cards. Okay, these, I've never snapped it off before like this one. Look at that, I broke it off because I was bending that. Usually this just bends. This is like pop metal type stuff. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I could just put it up with 2 and it probably still has enough to fit up in there. I bent these back a little bit, but I thought, hey, you know what? I take this and I put a little bend in it. You can't put much more of that or else it'll snap off again. Then, see, this is where it broke off, right there. Then I could put that right there. It doesn't have to go exactly where it was before. In fact, I could put it in the exact same spot if I wanted. Okay, and pre-drill a little hole into this and into the back of this. I get a small screw. You can see there's enough room there. That's about 1/4 inch. So 3/8 long, a little wood screw. Drill that, put it in there, put the screw in there, and then this will be right where it was pretty much from before. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do in order to fix this. Okay. All right. Guess you learned something. So did I. Well, let me just, before I do that, let me just push this up. I'm not even going to hook it up. I'm just going to push it up and see how well it will stick up there with just 2 clips. See, it doesn't really hold too well, does it? Not holding very well at all because of that. So I'm gonna put that other clip back in there. And like I was saying, you know, most eyeballs, they don't have this cover there. If this is open, you can reach up in there and then reposition these clips to maybe push up and have it go up a little bit higher inside. Because it has this trim, I can't do it. And it was giving it a little bit of a spring. And so that's why I started messing with this one to try to bend it out a little bit. And these seem to be out plenty far. I don't really want to start messing with those and break those off. Right? But see how it's kind of positioned out, because I want that out that way a little bit, and I don't want to. I really don't want to do it because I might snap it off. Just, I'm afraid, because that'll help dig into the metal in there. Okay, now I got to work on this and find a little screw. I'll show you it before I put it up. Now see, if you had a light like that, let's say the floodlight. Okay, you can unscrew the floodlight, and then that whole thing's open, and then you can see the little clips in there, whether or not you need to push them up higher or whatever. If there's a spring on there, maybe you can readjust that to get your trim up tighter, you know. Then you can reach up in there, make sure it's all tight, then screw the bulb back in. But in this case, these types that I had, you can't do that because you can't take this trim, this little trim piece with the swivel on there. You can't take that out. I looked on the back side, I couldn't take it out. Now see, okay, I've got this fixed now. See there? Look, I pre-drilled a hole there, through that, through this, through that, and the screw is actually sticking through there. But I repositioned this to where this, see, look, I repositioned that to where that's going to go into the back. And you see, that's going to go up against the wall. Here's the one I fixed. There, okay? When I put that up, I've got a nice, good clip here in the front that's going to push that up. And here's my one on the side towards the back. And if that doesn't get pushed up all the way tight, you're not going to see it as much in the back as you would the front. But there, like I say, you can only there's only so much you can do with these to push them up there. Cause even see that one there. See how there's a slight gap right up in there, and that's because that ceiling's a little bit tighter radius. See how that ceiling's tighter than that one? And when you turn the light on, see, you can see a little bit of it peeking out there. See, not only that little hole, but to the left, all the way to there, and all the way over to there. You see what I mean? And I got up there and tried to push that up tight, and won't go up any tighter because the trim is hitting the ceiling over there and over there. That's tight, but that's not right in there because the radius is too much. Silly people. So I'm thinking on that one, pulling it down, and I might get some little weather stripping gray, you know, just to tape on stuff, and put a little piece there, mark that, put a little piece, take that down, put a little piece on there, take my carpet scissors and trim it from nothing on up, down to nothing, and push it up in there. But see, when it's off, then you're gonna see that a little bit. And you know, I might be able to push it towards the back a little bit or something and fix it. I'd have to put some caulking in that, you know, right up in there. I mean, if it's that big of a deal, I'd put caulking in there, and then I would have to get some paint touch up, pull the trim down, caulk those little arms. See right there? I could caulk that. Take the trim down, caulk that. A couple of different coats, little thin ones, then paint it and put the weather stripping back, not to the outside of the trim, but inside a little bit to try to keep that light from coming out. That's what I could do. And even put the weather stripping up around the collar. See, I could put it around, not on this piece, but on this piece, and let it stick out a little bit, and then mush it in there, and then that light, it would probably stop the light from coming out. Just push it down flush on that. You know, something like that. I might try that. Okay, but now I've got that screwed in there, and I was trying to find a screw short enough, but I couldn't find one. And that one was pretty short as it was, but see, it sticks through. So I not only wanted to get this towards the back, I wanted to get this so that when it's up there, you don't see the screw towards the back. See where it is? It's way over there. And you're never going to see that screw when that thing is like that up in there, unless you're way up high on the ladder and you look over here like that and you say, oh, there it is. You're never going to see that screw. Okay? So now, without further ado, let's get this up there, shall we? Let's get it up there. Get it taken care of once and for all. Once and for all. Okay. I'll be careful with this as I plug it back in. Make sure the light switch is off, which it is. I'm going to take that and keep that straight. And just wiggle it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and get it in there. Okay? I'm pretty sure the light is still gonna work. It should. I didn't mess with it or anything. See? Okay. Now I can get up there, angle that, and I'm gonna have to push that in a little bit, and that's okay, I think. Yeah, there we go. And that might help. That might help hold it snug in there too. Okay, there. Wow, that's really snug. Okay. Now I can push that up there as high as I can. Come on. That's it. Okay. I can't go any higher than that. Now, let's turn the light on. I've got that angle just about where I want. If anything, I could slide it just slightly to that. To the right a little bit. No, that's really good. Okay. Now, let's see. I'll take you down here, and I got it up as tight as I can. See, that looks good. See, no real light to speak of up there. I've got that angled pretty close to where I want. Okay. Good show, Joe.